Sup everyone, welcome back to another video. Usually, like I was just saying to chat, I don't plan to make recap videos, but 3.0 just dropped so many things. Not really like the whole lore and stuff, but just information with regards to banners and weapons, artifacts, as well as I think the most important is the duration of the next couple of patches. And I know why they're doing this, right? Because they lost 3 weeks to, say it with me, we can't say the word, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? The whole thing that happened in their HQ where they caused them to stop work for an X period of time, which I think it was around 3 weeks. Now they need to make up for that lost time to get back on schedule because that was unaccounted for. That was government mandated, stay your ass at home. So I believe they've always wanted their anniversary on this version 3.1. So we're not getting the anniversary this patch. I think there's quite a bit happening, and do expect that 3.1, 3.2, likely even 3.3 is going to continue releasing parts of Sumeru or regions. They didn't talk about the desert. Did you guys notice that? They didn't talk about the desert at all for 3.0. That's the thing that kind of pulls at my heartstrings a little bit because I'm really excited for the desert area. And I do think there's going to be some sort of like a debuff, kind of like the Dragon Spine Frost Aura thing. So whatever, that's going to probably come in 3.1 or 3.2. And 3.1 being the anniversary. But look at the date, people. Look at the screen. August 24th is when 3.0 starts. September 28th is when 3.1 starts. People, you have barely, and I mean barely, over 1 month to do everything you need to do. Now, I want to make a remark of Hoyoverse kind of speeding things up to force people to play Genshin, to combat Tower of Fantasy. Let's be real. Tower of Fantasy isn't really threatening Genshin Impact whatsoever, and this definitely feels like they're trying to make up lost times from prior patches. But why didn't they accelerate the slow patches? If they were going to do this, why did they not accelerate the slow patches where people obviously want to skip faster? Instead, they chose to skip the Sumeru patches. But I digress, all right? Apart from that, you can see these patches are also just barely 1 month apart. For 1, 2, 3 patches, you're going to have 1 month per patch for the most anticipated patches of the year. And there's pros and cons to this, of course. The pros are you're going to get your Archon very quickly. Trust me, a month blows by so damn fast. We're going to be on the Kusanali banner so damn fast, you won't even know. And now, speaking of banners, let me scroll back here a little bit here. Sorry I'm blocking Zhongli, but Zhongli is really not the key focus here. He kind of is, but let's talk about Tighnari. All right, Tighnari, I feel bad for the dude, man. I really feel bad. I made a video talking about how bad I feel for this dude, but the video doesn't even scratch the surface when it comes to how much this man is getting shafted. For a scholar who graduated like the top of his class, relegated to a standard banner character. Look, after the version 3.1 update, he will be featured in the standard wishes. I get it though, I get it. It had to be done. Somebody had to take that hit. It's just unfortunate that Tighnari, not only is he the first Dendro character, and a lot of people are going to skip him anyways to get the Dendro Archon and whatnot, and he doesn't have the flashiest of design. He's not the most popular character, and on top of that, now he's going to be in the standard banner. Well, hey, let's just hope that he can make more money than the Kaching banner. But I think a lot of people will pull him, mainly because he's like the first Dendro character. But at the same time, you're getting a free Kole in 3.0 through the events, right? 1 free Kole. So not only are you going to have the Dendro MC, you're also going to have a free Kole. So a lot of players who are strained for budgets, you really don't need him, to be honest. And the thing with Zhongli is quite weird that they put Zhongli here, but I understand it because none of the characters in Sumeru that they showed have anti-shield mechanics. None. So Zhongli is going to be a godsend for newer players who are free to play. Yeah, pick up your Zhongli. And another thing is you don't have Viridescence to work with Dendro, so you're going to have to use Zhongli's shield along with a Dendro 4-piece artifact set to shred the Dendro resistance. So Dendro artifact combined with Zhongli's shield is going to give you, I think, 50%. That's half of the enemy's Dendro resistance are just gone. I don't know if they stack that way. I'm just going to assume it, okay? So apart from all that, the general consensus that I got from chat was that there's a lot of the same old. They kind of spent the first like 15 to 20 minutes of the entire live stream talking about the lore, introducing us to Sumeru. The dude was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah, and then we got this and we got that. Oh, then you head to the port and then you talk to her and then you talk to that guy and then you like do this and do that. But what I think they don't understand is right now we are not in Sumeru. We don't know who the hell they're talking about, what the hell they're talking about. We don't know these characters. I'm sure if we knew them and then they said, oh, and then this character is gonna make a surprise visit to that character, then we'll be like, oh wow, really? Like, I never thought they were gonna interact that way. But because we are not introduced to the region yet, people were falling asleep. People were like, we have no context. We have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Sure, I'm sure it's exciting, but you know, do we really need this in this patch? I think that segment should have been put in the next patch, like 3.1, when they say like, oh yeah, and then like this happens and that happens, and kind of tease the story a little bit through these kind of mentions of interactions and such. Yeah, I'll be honest, it wasn't that exciting for me. Like, I'm sure lore geeks were probably like, but for most people, it was such a odd way to introduce us to Sumeru, like sitting us down to talk about the lore and the general aesthetics, design and stuff like that. But overall, I think the live stream was good-ish. It offered us Sumeru, which we have been waiting for so long, and I knew, I made videos talking about this. It was never going to live up to the hype. Whatever you had in your imagination will always be better than reality, because you will fantasize just incredible landscapes and these like music, characters, interactions and such, that it's just not realistic to expect reality to live up to that. But I want to say for the most part, 3.0, there were some curveballs, right? Like with Tighnari being in the standard wish banner, with the dates being pushed forward, condensing patches, as well as the artifact set. I've been saying for the longest time that Yamiko's likely going to get her artifact set this patch. Double check me. Go back like 3-4 patches ago when Yamiko came out with whatever patch that was. I said there's a good chance that Yamiko is going to get her artifact at this moment. And I do think Electro characters can benefit from that artifact, because if you run multiple Electro characters in the same team, you can actually buff the attack percentage. So let's say if you run Kaching with Yamiko with with Dori, right? With Dori, and then you have a Dendro character like Tighnari or the Dendro Archon in the future. I'm just saying, right? You're running that with double Electro, meaning giving Kaching, I say 16% or 32% buff. Like, there's a decent attack buff for your on-field characters. So of course, you can use it for Raiden Shogun as well. So there's a lot of usage. There's a lot of usage here with the new artifact set, and I'm excited to test it out, but grinding it is definitely not gonna be fun. All right, however, that's pretty much the juice of patch 3.0. I do think that it's gonna be a good patch. It's gonna be a very fast patch. I mean, for the next 3 patches, it's gonna be lightning fast. I hope you guys have recharged your batteries. People who needed to take breaks from Genshin have took long enough breaks. Come back, smash the content out. Of course, do it healthily, right? I'm sure if you wanted to, you can probably finish the whole patch in like 2-3 days, but you know, spread it out a little bit. A month is still quite a long time to go through. All right, chat, thank you guys for sticking with me here, and yeah, I'll see you guys around. Good luck on your summons if you are pulling for Tighnari. If not, I hope he spoofs you early in another banner. Okay, until next time, urge you all to stay safe. Peace. Bye bye.